Every night, 580,000 souls vanish into the shadows of the world's richest nation. They are not invisible. They are mothers, soldiers, dreamers, trapped in a cycle of survival, huddled in cars, shelters, or the merciless concrete. This isn't just a crisis. It's a moral reckoning. Imagine working 3 jobs and still losing your home. Picture a veteran, once a hero, now battling ghosts of war in the cold. Hear the silent scream of a teenager choosing streets over abuse. This is America's hidden heartbeat, shattered by greed, indifference, and a system that fails its most vulnerable. But there's hope. In this video, we'll journey through raw stories of resilience, expose the policies that deepen the wounds, and spotlight the unsung heroes fighting for change. This isn't just about despair, it's about action. This isn't just poverty, it's a scream of a broken system. But behind the despair, there's light. This is a story about resilience and how we can rewrite it together. How did we get here? Imagine working 3 jobs and still watching rent swallow 80% of your paycheck. For millions, eviction isn't a risk, it's inevitable. Maria, 34, a single mother in Los Angeles, sitting outside her car. I sold everything, my wedding ring, my mom's heirlooms. But when my daughter got sick, the medical bills, we lost the apartment. Now we sleep here. She asks, "Mommy, when do we get a home?" I don't know what to say. Maria's story isn't rare. 11 million Americans spend half their income on rent. One crisis, a job loss, an illness, and the floor drops out. And for veterans like Michael, who served 2 tours in Afghanistan, the war didn't end when he came home. The VA gave me pills for PTSD, but no housing. I couldn't hold a job. Felt like a ghost. Now I'm here, but I'm not invisible. The cycle. No one escapes alone. Society tells them to pull themselves up, but how? Try job hunting without an address, heal trauma without a safe place to sleep, survive winter in a tent. Jamal, 17 years old, shuffling past a closed shelter door at night. Jamal words, "I left home because my stepdad beat me. Shelters are full by 7 p.m., so I walk all night. Keep my hood up so cops don't stop me. You grow up fast out here." For every Jamal, there's a policy gap. Underfunded shelters, rehab programs with year-long wait lists, cities criminalizing homelessness instead of curing it. We blame the addicted, the mentally ill, but forget we built a world where a broken arm can mean bankruptcy, where a foster kid ages out into the streets. The warriors of hope. But in the darkest corners, hope fights back. Meet the unsung heroes rewriting futures, one life at a time. Sarah, a nurse turned outreach worker, hugging a sobbing woman outside a tent. Sarah words, "I don't hand out band-aids. I fight for homes, because housing isn't a privilege, it's medicine. You can't heal in chaos." Communities are rising. Housing first programs, like this tiny home village, slash homelessness by 88% in some cities. Because when people have stability, they thrive. Ending homelessness in America, real solutions that work. Homelessness feels like an impossible crisis, but it's not. Across America, communities are proving that with the right solutions, lives can be rebuilt. This isn't a dream, it's a blueprint. 4-step solution to reduce homelessness. Step 1, housing first. The game changer. Meet the housing first model. Give someone a stable home first, then address issues like addiction or job training. It works. Cities like Houston reduced homelessness by 63% using this approach. David Oldman, aged 52 years, say, "I lived under a bridge for 10 years. When I got this place, it wasn't just a roof, it was dignity. Now I'm sober, working part-time. You can't heal while you're surviving." Step 2, policy over punishment. For decades, cities criminalized homelessness, fining people for sleeping outside. But leaders like Denver are shifting gears, funding permanent supportive housing instead of jail cells. Denver's STA program cut chronic homelessness by 40% in 3 years. The cost? Just $15,000 per person annually versus $35,000 for jail cycles. Step 3. Communities stepping up. Real change starts locally. In Austin, nonprofits partner with landlords to secure master leases for affordable units. In Los Angeles, celebrities fund mobile shower trailers and laundry trucks. Maria, a formerly homeless mom, typing on a computer in a shelter's job center. She says, "This place didn't just give me a bed, they taught me coding. Next month, I start a 25-hour remote job. My kids finally see a future step 4, mental health and prevention." 40% of homeless Americans struggle with mental illness. Cities like NYC now deploy street psychiatry teams to reach people where they are, offering meds, therapy, and trust. Homelessness isn't inevitable, it's a crisis we choose to end. Behind every statistic is a human being deserving of safety, dignity, and a second chance. Share this video, donate to local shelters, demand policy change. And remember, empathy without action is just noise. Subscribe to our channel to stay part of the solution. Together we can turn compassion into concrete change.